Hello, how are you doing? This is Tesh Wajogona here. And guys, thank you so much for your continued support. And I want us to have a real talk. And this information, uh, it's from research, observation, lived experiences. And I've come to see that there are those things that, they work. They work. Or a man's life starts brightening up, or after that man starts after that man settles with one woman. Myself, I have seen someone who could not buy themselves cigarettes, but after the guy decided this is my wife, the guy got a good job, started working in Dubai, and so on and so forth. And it's not one case, it's several cases where you see a guy did not have a life. Yeah, they were just there, and then they get married. Hey, you start seeing progress. You're like, wow, wow, wow. What am I trying to say? Most of the time, when a woman is brought to a home, yeah, or married, brought to a home, you find the woman gets to it's probably met with love, probably the first few weeks, but after that it is hatred, bitterness. And this is all coming because probably they feel the woman is not the right woman for the guy, or they feel that whatever they were getting from the guy, they will no longer get it. And this is one thing I would like people to learn. Yeah. Okay. When you get married, sometimes as a woman, there are a few measurements you have to implement in your house. And if you don't do that, your marriage sometimes starts problem. And what do I mean by this? Probably your husband used to go out every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But now you're married, but he's still doing the same. Of course, you want that man to actually realize now he's married, that after work Friday, yes, he can go out, but Saturday, he needs to know how the week has been, what you need in the house. And Sunday, probably, because if you have a child, it's family time. So there are those changes that you will implement in your house for the better, to better your marriage or to make your marriage work. However, these changes sometimes comes with a lot of backlash, because one, if he was going out with friends will start telling him, hey, na siku hizi umekaliwa sijui nini 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 nini. If it is the family, if they see now there's some changes that your husband is taking, for example, he used to go home like 11, but now they hear, hey, your son goes now by 6, 7, 8, he's at home. Now they start saying that woman has done something to you. How comes you're doing what that woman is asking you to do? So a sister-in-law, most of sister-in-laws are only liked for a very short period of time, and some of them actually have never been liked, and it was so obvious. Yeah. So what people don't realize is the major role that actually that woman is playing in order for your son to be a better man. Because how will your son be a better man if all your son does is stay in club 7 days a week? When will he ever run the family? When will they ever start a family? And that is why now the man always sleeps. Of course, he's drunk, he's sleeping out. When will you ever, when he comes home, you don't have time for anything, because at that moment the woman is mad and so on. That is why you will find sometimes things don't work out. You find a woman is not probably conceiving the first year, the second year or so. And what now turns out now, the woman has a problem. Yeah. Another role women play very nicely. Do you know most of the time it is that woman the family hates so much that reminds your son that, hey, you need to send some money to mom. Oh, I think you need to check them out. Do you know that woman that you hate so much? That woman that you hate so much is the one actually who has been feeding your son probably. That woman is probably the one that earns so much, is the one that is a higher income earner than your husband. It's just that she's chosen to be humble. She's chosen to be a good wife. If she buys a car, instead of her driving the car, your son will be driving the car. And it's your son who will go picking, dropping, and you think it's your son's car. But it is that woman's car. Probably it is that woman who's taken her children to the best schools. But she doesn't mention it. Because good women, or us women, we have a tendency of getting them, leaving the men to have all the, to be glorified. Yeah? However, you might find even the money that your son earns never even gets to the outside gate. It is that woman that is running your family, running the home with her income. But when you see them doing something, you're just, the family is just like, all she knows is just eating my son's money. Which money? Which money? I've seen women that are holding men. I've seen women buying homes. Anyway, those are the roles that I'm saying. A woman will downplay. A married woman, a good woman will play down there. And people will tend to think like she has nothing, she's not helping a man, but she's the reason why actually that home is standing firm. Even if the woman is not financially supporting a home, like being a higher earned whatever, you will find that woman has come with blessings. The blessings that came to that house. And that is why you can see, you don't just see someone's husband looking good and having money, and you think, I'm gonna pass with that one. You will be surprised. You pass with him, you go with him, thinking he's the one that is keeping the woman, but it's actually the woman's presence in that man's life that is making that man look like that. So the moment you take that man, you actually get yourself problems, because the moment that one starts probably cheating with you, or cheating the wife with you, that is when that man will lose the job, or that is when that man will have probably have an accident and have to be laid off work. And what do? That is when that man goes back now to the wife. What am I trying to say? Women play a very important role, and they should be respected. Mostly wives. And I'm not saying those wives that are just or that probably married in church or something. But you, that everyone knows that you are that man's wife, or you are the woman that you've been living with. Women should be respected. And men should actually make it very clear. Like if your family comes and says, oh, you're building this, you're really doing well, can you please tell them that, oh, we are doing very well because my wife is supporting me? Because remember, how you treat your wife, you give them a pass on how to treat her. And women, keep on and keep supporting your men if you can.